I just want a hot femboy to beat the fuck out of my ass. Oh yeah, daddy. Ooh.
Yo, what's up guys? So if my voice sounds a little bit off, I've been sick for the past couple days and I've been bedridden, but that's not gonna stop the grind for me, baby. But today I'm gonna be talking about a person that I haven't talked about in a while, and that's Parlo. And I know some of y'all might be wondering, wasn't your last Parlo video gonna be the last one? Well, it was gonna be that way until some more stuff about Parlo started to come out. So yeah, without wasting any more time, let's just dive right into this cesspool of a situation. Roll the intro.
I'ma fuck up my life. I'ma fuck up my life. We gon' party all night.
So this entire situation started when Parlo a couple months ago was forced to delete all of his videos, or at least private them. This was because he ended up getting 2 strikes on his channel, and if he got 1 more strike, his channel was done for. So Parlo ended up making a GoFundMe just so he can stay on his feet, because you know, YouTube is pretty much his job, right? Not only that, but many other people have reached out to help Parlo during his situation, like his fans and another YouTuber named Guamgo, who, keep in mind, has been helping Parlo throughout all of this for months now. But then a week later, it was discovered that Parlo has been using this money in order to make some very huge purchases. One of these purchases was made to fund a trip to London in order to meet a YouTuber who goes by the name of Internet Adjacent, or also known as Wolfgang. During that trip, they ended up booking an Airbnb together, and they ended up doing some things I'm not gonna mention on here, alright? But yeah, while all this was going on, unsuspecting fans of his were donating to his GoFundMe, actually thinking that he needed all of this money. And I think it's absolutely scummy, in my opinion, to take advantage of your fan base like this, because these people are willingly going out of their way to take money out of their pockets to help you. And this is what you do with their money? And let's not forget the fact that even your own friends were under the assumption that you're broke and struggling. And even Guamgo offered you the opportunity to work on his channel to earn some extra cash. So the fact that you were willing to take advantage of your own friends' generosity and kindness just to turn around and do this is absolutely disgusting. Anyway, so after the whole meetup thing with Parlo and Internet Adjacent, Parlo then accused Internet Adjacent of allegedly essaying him. But from what I've seen, there are screenshots proving that everything was consensual and both parties were okay with it. And during this entire situation, both Internet Adjacent and Parlo released their own separate documents on each other, both of them giving their own separate perspectives on what went down. But in Parlo's document, he went into excessive detail, let's just put it that way. In one part of the document, he mentioned how he had a purple Cinderella adult toy. Don't know why he even had that in the first place or why he wanted to include that in the document, but to each their own, I guess. I don't know. But like, if you're gonna make a document explaining your side of things, you shouldn't go this in detail. Like, I feel like me and many others agree that the detail that Parlo went into was just completely unnecessary. Like, there was no reason why he should have described things like that, especially when he was releasing his document to his audience of primarily children. Anyways, so the name Cinderella is the name of the toy that him and Internet Adjacent used during their little meetup. And you guys might be wondering, why am I mentioning this? Well, it's because in the document, Parlo said that the name Cinderella was a name that he was completely against and he felt pressured into using it. And I find it pretty funny on how he makes a big deal about this and says he was pressured into using it, but yet on his Twitter account, he was making jokes about the entire situation, which not only comes off as ironic and hypocritical, but also comes off as him undermining and invalidating all of his claims. Like, if the whole thing was as serious as he was making it out to be, then surely he wouldn't be making jokes at its expense. Anyway, so another thing I want to talk about that came up recently is the deletion of Parlo's channel. So basically, Parlo gave another person by the name of Mugen access to his channel, but then Mugen went behind his back and started uploading some very not safe for work content on there. And since Parlo already had 2 strikes on his channel, this ultimately gave him a 3rd strike, which ended up getting his channel terminated. Anyways, so obviously Parlo was not happy about his channel getting terminated. So him and Guamgo ended up getting into a Discord call, and in that call, Parlo ended up discussing ways of him, you know, self-deleting, if you know what I mean. Which is like, you shouldn't be thinking of offing yourself because of a YouTube channel. Like, I get it, YouTube is your job and it's pretty much your primary income, but I think it's time for you to get a job. And I'm sorry if I ever offended anybody watching this video by using the JOB word, but I think it's a good time to use this word because it's about time that Parlo got off the internet and actually went outside. And you know, as somebody who's been an avid critic of Parlo, I originally felt bad for him in this situation because it really seemed like he was struggling, but now it's really hard to even feel bad for him because he took advantage of all of his friends and audience who actually thought he was struggling and in need of help just to blow all their money away on some stupid meetup. Anyways, that's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. This was just some little video I wanted to make just to get my 2 cents on the situation. And this is probably going to be the last video I'm going to make on Parlo unless there's some major developments on the situation. And considering the fact how this situation keeps developing, I'm probably going to end up making a gold mine out of this. Anyway, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, join the Discord. We finally have a new link for the server, so go join it. I'm trying to hit 200 members in there, so any help would be appreciated. And also subscribe to the second channel. All links will be in the description. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.